After Titus Badookie and the USC Trojans fell short of that championship, it was only right that he entered that transfer portal and found a new home. But with this new home came a lot of choices, and I didn't know where to go. So you know what I did? I got an NIL deal of $5 million from the Oregon Ducks. And man, we had our home opener, and you couldn't believe who it was against. It was against those USC Trojans. And I'm going to show them why they should have kept me and tried to hold it down, because man, I'm going to get this team a natty. And before this video gets started, go ahead and drop your predicts of what kind of season you think Titus Badookie is gonna have. Going into the first game of the season against these USC Trojans, I ran an out route early on in the game, and man, I lowered my shoulder and told him you know what time it was. Ran a corner route again, man. I know this defense like the back of my hand. But on 1st and 10, man, just tell me we're not in for the quarterback that I had last year, man. I was wide open, and you could have thrown that ball. But on 2nd and 16, I mean, the corner route is absolutely working. I dove, and that should have been 6 early on. I run a slant route, and gimme. I'm gonna score early on in the game, and oh man, look what kind of route I ran, and somehow, some way, I said I was gonna redirect and go get that ball, and I did so. Oh man, absolutely breaking tackles out there. But on 2nd and 5, I said, give me that ball. I ran it under route, and absolutely said I'm gonna hit that outside, and I could with that speed. I'm running through some, absolutely getting up and telling them boys, y'all can't mess with me. But being up 14-0, and the quarterback's just throwing an interception, it looks like he's trying to get the momentum to go down a little bit. But on 2nd and 10, I catch the crossing route, and it's 4th and 4 once we get down that field. They absolutely sacked our quarterback 3 times, so he finds his favorite tight end, and I'm gonna get up that field. But guess what? It's another 4th and goal, and are we gonna convert? Yes, sir, we do. 4-6. But on 1st and 10, I ran a corner route. I said, throw me that ball, and I'm trying to bend that corner, but I missed the ball. But on 1st and 10, oh, bam! Absolutely running through him. I absolutely got knocked out of bounds. But on 2nd and 2, guess what? All my teammates gonna eat, baby. It ain't just me. And on 3rd and 1, I absolutely run a crossing route, and I could, and I would. You know, I'm gonna hit him with the shimmy. But it's halftime, baby. We're going to halftime 35-7. And I said, hey, man, let's start the half off right. Throw that thing up, and you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get that ball. But it's a flag on the play, man. It was absolutely holding against our left guard. What are you doing? But we make it back down that field, and you know who's going to get that touchdown. I absolutely do. But one thing, bam, about Titus Badookie, when he don't have that ball, he's going to absolutely, bam, shorten your neck every time, and you're absolutely going to, bam, feel it, and he's absolutely going to hurt you. I mean, bam. I mean, hey, man, he's absolutely coming with bad intention, because this man right here, Titus Badookie, is angry. But absolutely, showboat, no, hey, man, the ball game over with, my brother, but we just going down for fun now to score on you peoples. But bam, absolutely. I mean, hey, man, the guy that hurt, I'm absolutely putting my shoulder in your chest and making you feel it every time. We went 70-10. He ends the game off with 4 total TDs. Going into our next game against FCS Northwest, absolutely on 30 inches. Guess what, man? Give me that, boy. What's wrong with you? Give me that ball. This is my house, absolutely. But on 1st and goal, I said, throw me that ball, QB. You throw it right over my head. Boy, I ought to come back there and do something to you, boy. With us getting the ball back, we absolutely kicked 3 last possession, but I get that ball in my hands again, juking and weaving and getting down that field. But on 1st and 10, I ran a crossing route, and oh man, I'm trying to get up that field to help my team score. I ran a little zig. I don't even know what you call that route, son, but I got in that end zone with bad intentions. Absolutely went up and said, gimme, but he absolutely hit me in the ribs, and I said, that ball came right out. But man, I tried to be selfish. I almost took the ball from my teammate, and I absolutely blocked in the back. I'm just trying to be a team player, but they call a penalty on me for being physical. Come on, baby. Bam! Absolutely running through him and staying on my feet. I'm him. Absolutely. That's how I'm supposed to clear out every time. And drop the mic. Absolutely. But on 1st and 10, I told him to throw me that. Oh man, I'm talking crazy. I told him throw that. What am I doing out there? Oh, spin move made him go to the bleachers. But on 1st and 10, we get down that field. I run a corner route, and man, it's wide open. I showboat in the end zone and get up and say, this is my house. Absolutely. On 1st and 10, he should have. Oh yeah, he gonna throw me that ball. It's gonna get there. Nope, it didn't. It got intercepted. How do you let an FCS team intercept you? Come on, quarterback. That's unacceptable, man. Don't get on my bad side. Bam, running through him and throwing it up. Because showing them, man, they are showing me so much love. Bam, out here as an Oregon Duck, man. This is my new fan base and family, man. Hey, all right, you finna get on that ground, boy. I'm gonna catch up by bam. Absolutely trying to hurt someone out there, and I'm absolutely rolling. We get in the end zone 52-3. We win. I get player of the game with 4 total TDs. Going into our next game against Oregon State, I absolutely said, throw that ball up and put it on his head top early on. Gimme. Yes, sir. I'm absolutely out here not to play. And on 1st and 10, I ran a streak route, didn't get that ball, and I'm out there blocking me. How didn't he fall on the ground? But apparently that's offensive pass interference, I guess. Absolutely catching it across that middle. Oh, man, that's how you dunk on the ref. Yes, sir. And keep it going. Ref, next time you move out of my way, son. I'm Titus Badookie, and I own this field. When I step on this field, it's mine. But absolutely. absolutely hit me and I dropped that ball. I said, hey, man, you got it. But guess what? You got to catch me now, buddy. I might run from you, but you got to catch me. On 3rd and 6, I told him to throw that rock up, and I could, and I would go get it, and I will take it all the way to the crib. And on 1st and 10, oh, bam, absolutely. With it being 21-17, on 1st and 10, I absolutely got a first down, and I wanted a little bit more, but he brought me down. I ran a corner route in this one-on-one, hurdle over him. Oh, man, that is beautiful. Y'all never seen that athletic side from Titus Badookie, but he showed you. He absolutely goes down and score, and oh, is that a wheel route coming out of that backfield? He will go to distance all the way 4-6. But going into the next one, on 3rd and 10, I had him beat on this post route. What are you doing, safety? Absolutely quit football, as a matter of fact, but absolutely blocking up and throwing him on the ground on 2nd and 1. Oh, I ran a beautiful route, caught that ball, and will I bend the corner and going for 6? No, I will not. But I said I wanted one more. 4th and goal, throw me the ball. He didn't throw it my way. He threw it to my teammate, and we still didn't score. But absolutely going to win the ball game. I get player of the game with 5 total TDs. Going into our next game against Alabama Crimson Tide, this safety wasn't going to fool me. I don't know what he was doing. He was in no man's land, so I split him down the middle. That was easy, and I told that Oregon crowd that I love y'all. But on 2nd and 10, I absolutely ran a little comeback. That play right there was meant for me, fellas. I'm sorry, but coach put that in the playbook for Titus Badookie. Absolutely did. Put it on his head top. No, I didn't. And he's absolutely celebrating after the play like he did something. So I'm going to give you something to celebrate about. I'm going to catch that ball over there again, and we'll watch later in the game. I'm going to run you over, son. But absolutely, they intercept that ball, and I blocked him in the back. That's a flag, man. And I go make the tackle. So, hey, man. But, hey, it was a legal block in the back on me, which was like 15 yards plus the interception. I mean, hey, I'm just out there helping him out. But guess what? I'm going to go on his head top. Absolutely, no, I didn't. He absolutely hit me in my ribs, and it came out like I said last time. But, man, I'm trying to get up that sideline. And, boy, when I tell you I was going to be gone, I promise you I was going to be gone. But on 2nd and 17, I will go get that first down. And on 2nd and 18, man, we need some help, fellas. But absolutely, giving him my all on 3rd and 18. The ball didn't get thrown my way. On 4th and 26, it got thrown my way, but he threw it out of bounds. Literally, we got strapped up on every play down there. But on 2nd and 16, this is how it's supposed to open up as I could, and I would take it all the way to the crib. But on 4th and 17, I don't know why we were going for it on our side of the field. I don't know. And I was wide open, so why the ball didn't get thrown to me? Quarterback, do we have something to talk about here, sir? But on 2nd and 10, I absolutely get the first down. But going into the next play, on 1st and 10, that corner route is Titus Badookie's favorite route. If you didn't notice that yet, it absolutely is. But I ran a corner route again, and will I Tony toe tapper? No. He keeps overthrowing me for some reason. Run the corner route, and he absolutely just throws it right to the DB. So I said, I'm not going to give up on the play. I'm going to come help y'all boys tackle him. But man, stop throwing it if it's not open. But guess what? That's another corner route, and it was 4th and 1, but absolutely running a streak route. Man, this DB lurked the ball, and he's going to make us pay for it. He absolutely takes it all the way to the crib. It's 22-14. We losing this ball game, but guess what? I'm going to bend that. Bam! Absolutely get off of me. We're trying to win this ball game, but with 7 seconds left on that clock, he throws it, and what is he doing? He almost throws an interception, but on 2nd and 10, I'm wide open. He didn't throw it my way, but guess what, fellas? We're going to lose the ball game 22-14 against Bama. Going into our next game against LSU on 1st and 10, I absolutely ran across him right, and bam! That boy took my MCL out. That pretty hurts, dude. But on 1st and 10, I'm trying to run through some. And on 3rd and goal, this is a beautiful drive right there. That's how you drive down the field and go get that TD for your team. Bam! I'm looking for work. If I don't have that ball, you better watch out, because I'm coming to absolutely bam! Put my shoulder in. Yeah. I'm a physical in there. You got a physical one on your hands, but absolutely my teammate will go down and score, and I'm just absolutely being a great teammate running down there with him. But man, look at that. My bam! Absolutely. Teammate is absolutely balling. But on 2nd and 10, I could, and I would split the middle. Oh man, I ran it back outside. I said, I just want to go out here and play with y'all boys. But going into the next play on 1st and 10, as you can see, I'm on fire. So I said, throw me that ball, but man, it was just out of my reach. But on 2nd and 10, I ran that quarter route that I told y'all boys I loved. I said, 7, move out of my way, boy, for you stop me from going to get this touchdown. I said, you weren't going to stop me regardless, because I'm fast. I'm finna put these boys to sleep. But absolutely running the greatest route in history. Oh man, and absolutely lowering my shoulder for that touchdown. That was beautiful. But on 3rd and 11, yes sir, he gave up on the whole play, and I missed the ball. Come on, Titus Badookie. Heismans don't do things like that, man. And you were a Heisman your freshman and sophomore year. So let's go get another one, and we going to the league after this. But on 1st and goal, he didn't throw me that rock. We going to score again. And on 1st and 10, man, guess what? I will go all the way 4-6 and told him, Time is ticking. Game over. We going to win the ball game. Going into our next game against Auburn. Absolutely running my corner out and telling that boy, zoom, zoom, bye-bye. I'm gone. Absolutely. That was the most disrespectful thing that you can never do. But bam, hold on. I'm not done. I'm coming for it all. Going into the next play on 2nd and 5. I ran that corner out again. And boy, get off of me. Boy, you is not no grown man. And not only did I do that, but son, you get off of me too. I'm absolutely the most aggressive tight end to ever play football, son. Yeah, I said it. On 2nd and go, I go ahead and get another TD. And on 1st and 10, I messed him up with that route right there. I don't know why I dropped to the ground. I should have kept going. But absolutely keep dropping to the ground. And on 4th and go, I said, throw me that rock. And I just didn't get it. And we didn't convert. But it's still 14-0. I burned this dude. Imagine getting burnt by a tight end. How does that feel? I don't know. But absolutely go down and score again on 2nd and 1. Guess what? I burn him again. And he could. And he would. With the speed that he has, go all the way 4-6. But on 2nd and 10, I said I want to go up and get it. But he knocks the ball out. Okay. 4th and 5, guess what? We're going to go for it, and they're going to throw it to their best. It's all right. He knocked it out. I'm cold. But guess what? That ain't gonna stop me from being great. Absolutely hurdling up and gotten boom. But on 1st and 10, I'm sorry to tell you that wasn't gonna stop me from being great, because somehow, some way, I'm gonna disappear in like 5 seconds as I go. The way 4-6, and we're going to win the ball game 42-20. He gets player of the game with 5 total TDs. Going into our next game against Arkansas. Man, to start the game off, I was wide open, and that boy threw it to the sideline, baby. If you could just put it out straight, I would have took that thing to the crib. But man, going back and getting that ball, chuking and weaving, oh man, I could get up that field and get that first down and a little bit more. You should have known that corner route was coming, because I'm going to take that thing all the way to the crib and showboat in that end zone to put y'all boys to sleep. But on 2nd and 3, I ran a little curl route, absolutely getting up that field and juking and weaving. It's going to be a juking kind of game, but absolutely running a mini post. I go in 4-6. But the game wasn't over just yet. On 4th and 17, I hurdled over him and got hit pretty bad. But on 1st and 10, I could and I would, oh man, let him intercept that ball, and he could, and he would take that thing almost all the way to the crib, but he didn't. But absolutely, I will catch that ball with the corner route and said, son, you gonna feel me, because I'm gonna run through some every time. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely ran a corner route, and I got to take that thing all the way to the crib. But on 1st and 10, I run another corner route, and I don't know why I keep throwing it, but I dunked on him. I kind of saved him there. I saved that boy there from interception, but man, he overthrows me, man. Why does he keep doing that? But on 2nd and 10, bam, absolutely running through him. But on 1st and 10, that's how you clear it out every time for the best tight end in the nation, juke. Oh man, he could get back up that field, but he would get knocked out of bounds. But on 1st and 10, oh man, it goes right to my teammate. He takes my touchdown. That was mine. Absolutely was mine. But I absolutely will take it all the way to the crib. And man, I'm just out here having fun. I don't know if they just blown the coverage or sit them all, but man, on 3rd and 23, Titus Badookie said bye-bye and could take it all the way to the crib, win the game 42-31. Into our next game against Michigan, I absolutely run a corner out to start the game off, and I absolutely bend that corner, spin move, oh man, break a tackle, and Titus Badookie, he couldn't go all the way, but that would have been beautiful. But bam, that was a double pancakey from Titus Badookie right there as he goes in for 6. And after everything was going so smooth, on 2nd and 21, he throws an interception, absolutely throws one. But on 2nd and 1, I absolutely come back to that ball, and oh man, I got one man to beat, and he absolutely will bring me down. But on 1st and 10, I run a streak up the seams. You know they was in cover 3. It had to be. I mean, hey, that safety dropped down, and I absolutely took it to the crib. And man, just look at this corner right as I could, and I would hit that sideline with bad intentions. Take it to the crib and told him, give him the Heisman already. Again, absolutely. Juke, oh man. Juke. Absolutely. That's how you get out of there. And bam, get off of me, son. I'm not playing with y'all boys. Y'all absolutely are not on Titus Badookie level as he runs a corner out, bends that corner again. He has one man to beat. He hurdles up and goes in 4-6 and told them boys, y'all finna go to sleep. But on 2nd and 6, I absolutely catch a mini post. And on 1st and 10, he could throw me that ball outside, but I dropped it. But guess what? They sent the whole package. And on 2nd and 10, it's 28-24. Let's go ahead and put this ball game out of reach. Absolutely scoring again on 3rd and 18. Them boys was not giving up. They going to beat us by 3 points somehow, some way. Going into our next game against Texas A&M, I absolutely ran a corner route as I always do. On 2nd and 10, bend that corner, juke. Oh man, get off of me, son. You are not on my level. And they pushed me out of bounds. And guess what? It was unnecessary roughness. That's what you get for pushing me out of bounds, boy. But on 1st and 10, I went and hurdled up and bam, he about knocked me out my chair. But on 1st and 10, man, they go ahead and intercept that ball. And that was just not a great throw from the QB, but I said, hey, I pointed him out before, and I should have ran through him. But, man, look at that lead blocker. I'm going to find somebody. But, damn, that's a, yeah, that's a double pancake right there, baby. But going into the next play on 4th and 6, I absolutely ran a corner ride. I don't know. I started to run backwards, but guess what? We converted that thing on 4th down. But on 2nd and 10, I will catch that ball and drop to the ground. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't trying to get hit hard, but, man, absolutely, Tony Toe Tapper looking like Jay Jennings out there doing the gritty. But on 2nd and 4, he could catch that ball. Son, get out of my way. I'm trying to get to that end zone. I'm trying to go to the end zone, son. Oh, man, absolutely. Almost catching that ball, but absolutely getting it deflected. But you can, I could go back outside, but man, no. Going into the next play on 2nd and 8, running across the middle, absolutely going in for 6. I mean, this game, we got to come back, baby. It's 21-14. We are down. We shouldn't even be down there. We're at home, baby. We're at home, absolutely at home. I absolutely outrun them and go in for 6 to go ahead and tie it up. But them boys keep striking back every time we score. So I got the ball on 1st and 10. I had an out route, and guess what? I will absolutely catch it, make him look like a fool as he dove and tried to get an interception. God, that was just unacceptable. You weren't getting that, buddy, but they go on to beat us by 3 points. Going into our next game against Kentucky, this was going to be a game to remember. I absolutely got boomed early on in the game, but on 1st and 10, I ran a corner route, absolutely dropped the ball. Come on, baby. But running 2nd and 10, I absolutely ran a cross route, and I could, and I would spin move. Oh, he's getting a little shifty this game, but absolutely, bam! Yeah, you're going to feel me, buddy. I'm not here to play with anyone. I don't know what's going on out here, but I'm just getting first downs. How about that one? On 3rd and goal, I catch that ball for 6, and man, I was fired up. I told him, boys, let's go ahead and win this Heisman again, man. But throw that ball up, and he just threw it a little too late, man. Hey, man, I'm sorry about that boom. I know it broke your, it might have broke your little earphones if you had those in or something of that nature. But yeah, that's what happens when you lay the boom like that. But absolutely scoring again, and we're not here to play. It's 14-6 on 1st and 10. I could bend that corner. Son, get off of me, and you get off of me too. Y'all look like twins on the ground, buddy. Get up. Absolutely. But on 1st and goal, I run an out route and said, let me go get that thing. Absolutely drop down, and we'll score. And told them, boys, they are not on line level. But at 21-6, I catch the ball again, and man, I'm just trying to get to that end zone with anything I got. Yeah, anything I got. Yeah, I said it. But absolutely on 2nd and 10, I could bend that corner and go all the way for 6. We were going to win the ball game 35-14, and he gets player of the game with 5 total TDs. Going into our next game against those Florida Gators, I absolutely get that ball early on from the QB. And on 1st and 15, man, this team was a little bit slow. I guess I was just faster than everybody, man. I'm just looking at the crowd like, hey, man, this is going to be a quick game. Bam! Absolutely laid him out and laid on him like an O-lineman. Yes, sir. This is 6'6", 260 pounds coming at you. I know it's going to hurt. So you might just want to get out of the way. I'm sorry to tell you, but hey, man, you're going to have to feel this. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely catch that ball again and get up that field. And man, I wanted that end zone, so I ran an under route, and he throws it to me to give me that end zone that I wanted. But on 1st and 10, it's 21-0, and man, I was supposed to outrun them. Like I said, they were slow. And absolutely, I just didn't give it my all. But absolutely saying I'm going to go get it in that back of that end zone. Yes, sir. Titus Badookie does it. But man, he will absolutely bend that corner but get brought down. But on 1st and 10, he runs a streak straight up the middle with another TD. This dude is going insane. He got the fire under him because he's fired up. Absolutely. But on 1st and goal, running the under route, will score another TD. Man, he's going to break the record this year. But on 2nd and 10, he runs a corner route, and he could say goodbye and go all the way for 6. He is not here to play with anyone. But on 2nd and 10, running another corner route, man, he just, he overthrew me there. But guess what? I go right back to it and say I'm going to bend that corner but get brought down. But on 2nd and 21, running it straight down the middle, quarterback just couldn't get it there. But on 4th and 21, I said, throw that rock up. I'm going to show you how to go get it. And guess what? I didn't go get it. I absolutely didn't. I didn't go get it. But on 1st and 10, I ran an out route, and he could bend that corner. Man, I'm trying to run through something, but I get on the one again. Somehow, some way, I'm cold, but I go get that ball for another touchdown. We went 55-28, and I get player of the game with 7 total TDs. Going into our next game against Vanderbilt on 1st and 10, I absolutely ran a crazy route. I don't know what I did, but somehow, some way, I came down with the ball. Yeah, I was wondering that too. How did Titus Badookie do it? I know what it is. He's a freak of nature, absolutely, running through defenders. And on 1st and 10, he could. Oh, man, I thought it was going to me, but it went to my teammate. But hey, man, that's a touchdown for us. But man, look at this. That was you just knew that interception was coming. I mean, hey, there's nothing we can do about that there. Going into the next play on 1st and 10, I burnt them in the man. Like I told you earlier, how you letting a tight end burn you. I know why, because like I said earlier, he's a freak of nature. Absolutely running a corner route and hurdling over him, man. He has to stay down and be safe. He's 6'6", 260. That is the size of an O lineman or D lineman. Absolutely. I mean, hey, man, he can't be jumping like that. He's like Zion Williamson. He's on, you know, he's on reserve of jumping that high because he can hurt himself. Absolutely. But hey, man, he absolutely goes in with another touchdown and points to the crowd and say, man, I love y'all. But on 2nd and 3, he runs another corner route because I told you this is his favorite route. And he's just going to slowly outrun this number 1 because you're not faster than me, kid. You're not. You're just not on my level. But absolutely go down again on 2nd and goal. I could absolutely toe tapper. Yes, sir. It's 34-15. And we're just absolutely blowing them out as I bend that corner again. Bam! Oh, man. He just ran straight through him in slow motion. But on 2nd and 10, I could speed it up a little bit and take it to the crib. But on 2nd and 10, guess what? I run an in route this time, and yeah, look at that diving catch. Yes, sir. But on 1st and 10, I run another out route, and I would bend that corner with 2 minutes left on that clock. I'm just hurdling over nothing. But on 1st and 10, I found a way, and I will get another touchdown. But I wasn't done just yet. It's 55-15. I want to run this score up just a little bit more as I could, and I would go all the way to the crib, running him over. We went 62-15. I get player of the game with 8 total TDs, and guess what, fellas? We are going to the SEC championship against those Florida Gators. Went into the SEC conference championship game against those Florida Gators. I wasn't going home. I'm sorry to tell you that, but on 1st and 10, I put that on that boy head top and told that boy you wasn't on my level, as I always say. And on 1st and 10, I run an in route and said I'm gonna get in that end zone with the first touchdown of the game. But on 1st and 10, I will catch that ball. And yeah, look at that. I'm gonna break a tackle and keep going. I'm not gonna stop. Nothing can stop this motor. But on 2nd and 1, I'm breaking tackles, absolutely staying on my feet each and every time. But on 2nd and 17, I'm dropping down. I'm not trying to get hurt, baby. I'm trying to make it to that national championship and absolutely keep elevating. But I got taken out of the game, and getting back in the game, it's 21-3. My team ran it up. Yeah, we ran it up. But when I get back in, I absolutely got helicopter hit, and they intercept that ball. And man, is he gonna return it? No, he's not. He's gonna stiff arm our QB. You know how disrespectful that is? On 1st and 10, I said, I'm gonna make you pay for that one, buddy. I'm gonna take it all the way to the crib. Yeah, you're gonna pay for that, buddy, and I'm taunting you. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely said, throw that thing up again. This number 8 is gonna hit our quarterback like that? Absolutely no. I'm gonna show him who Titus Badookie is. Absolutely. But on 3rd and 19, I'm just absolutely tearing him up. I'm absolutely tearing him up. But on 2nd and 17, I almost get in there. And on 1st and goal, guess what? My teammate gets one. But on 1st and 10, I ran a little out in the end. And then guess what? I said, throw that ball up and I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to go get it and take it all the way to the crib and do my little dance. But on 2nd and 10, man, that streak route was wide open, straight up the middle. But man, I started showboating and the fumble came out. But guess what? My teammate hopped on it. Yes, sir. We're going to win 62-19. And we are headed to play in the college football playoff quarterfinals against Iowa. Into our next game against Iowa. Absolutely didn't work in our favor early on the game. He deflected that ball, but on 2nd and 10, I said I'm gonna make him pay for that. Middle linebacker didn't want to drop back, so I was just gonna keep carrying that streak. But on 1st and 10, I ran a little Texas route, but then there go the middle linebacker finally getting on a play. But on 2nd and 27, somehow, some way we got backed up. I'm trying to go get that first down. We get on the goal line. I killed him with the Texas route and go in for 6. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely said we are down in the playoffs. Oh no, sir, I'm not going for it. Absolutely, I want to win. And on 1st and goal, I run another Texas route and told him just throw me the ball. I promise you, throw me the ball. But I get boomed, and man, somehow I ended in this position. Hey yo, but absolutely on 2nd and goal, I will get that ball again and go in for 6. It's now 21-17. I catch the ball, and that's how it's supposed to clear out every time. As you can see during this whole season, that play, we write that up, man, and it just clears out like this every single time. As I could bend the corner, he could and he would, man. Showboat too a little early and absolutely step out of bounds, but he goes in for 6 the next play. But on 3rd and 15, guess what? My teammate said he wanted to eat, so I said, yeah, go eat and take it to the crib. Bam! Absolutely going on and winning 42-24. I get player of the game with 5 total TDs, and guess what, fellas? We are going to the semifinals against the Tennessee Vols. Going into the semifinal game against the Tennessee Vols, man, they were absolutely fired up to come out here, but we weren't going to back down. We said we were going to come out here and show them boys who we are. Going into the first play of the game, on 1st and 10, I didn't get the ball, but I absolutely hit him as hard as I can, and they absolutely are going to call a legal block in the back on Titus Badookie. Man, I wasn't going for that. But on 2nd and 16, I catch that ball and step out of bounds, and somehow, someway, I'm cold. Boom! I'm going to show them who's really cold. But on 3rd and 10, I run a cross route, I catch that ball, and oh man, I will hurl up and get hit pretty hard. That kind of hurt. But on 1st and 10, I said, oh, let me show my skill. reveals that I used to play QB and he takes it for a 6. Oh man, that was a beautiful play. We saved it just for this game right here. And on 2nd and 6, oh bam, absolutely running through him. I could get that first down. But on 3rd and 16, I said throw that ball up, but they didn't throw it my way. But I'm just gonna absolutely bam, yeah. Take him out of the camera, son. Take him out of the camera. They don't want to throw me the ball. I'm gonna be a bully blocking. How about that one? But on 1st and 10, bam, how didn't he fall down? I mean, they call him James Spears, so hey man, he got it. You got it, buddy. They go ahead and intercept the ball on 4th and 23. I mean, hey man, it was like a punt to us. But on 2nd and 22, man, they just overthrew me. And on 2nd and 15, I thought I was going to catch that ball, but he just threw it right to the linebacker. I mean, we're losing 31-14. I wasn't going to give up. Titus Badookie never gives up. He's absolutely going to try to get his team back in this game. I'm over here showboating like we're up. I mean, that's on me, coach. But absolutely running it again. I mean, we're going to eat him up. Absolutely. He could, and he would take this thing the distance, man. That's another TD, 28-31. He throws that ball up again, and Titus Badookie with the speed said he wasn't going to give up. He was taking it all the way to the house. But on 2nd and 10, I said, man, throw it up with 18 seconds. I don't even know why you tried to throw that one up. I mean, you should have been through it if you was going to throw it to the QB. All I want to say is you sold my junior season, buddy. We go on and lose the game. I go on and win Heisman, and man, it was a great season, Oregon Ducks. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you all welcoming me in. It was a great season. I mean, I won Heisman again, but guess what? We have to move on. Going into the NFL draft, man, I came fired up. Titus Badookie, 6'6", 260, ready for this draft. I mean, he's been working out like no other, absolutely coming into the facility every day, putting in that hard work. That bench press, he's absolutely going to ace it. That 40-yard dash, he's absolutely going to ace it. But man, drop in the comments down below what NFL team is going to pick up Titus Badookie. And do you think he's going to survive for his rookie season in the NFL? Drop down below.